Rhode Island at Meade Stadium for tonight's cross-campus championship game between Providence College and the University of Rhode Island's flag football teams. Representing Providence College as the visiting team tonight, the Budlers, Part 2. Number 2, Aiden Lee. Number 25, Luke Sweeney. Number 23, Charles Mabarty. Number 33, Bobby McGuire. Number 3, Greg Assad. Number 13, James Messinino. Number 12, Chris Nicholas. Representing the home team from the University of Rhode Island, Teak. Number 44, Anthony Robles. Number 13, Connor Benbenek. Number 40, Liam Caldecott. Number 45, Alex Durigi. Number 42, Mason Dusty. Number 14, Justin Hallis. Number 10, Anthony LaPera. Number 0, Nick Mazzucchelli. Number 41, Patrick Mullen. Number 22, Cameron Munchback. Number 52, Matt O'Connor. Number 12, Kenneth Okers. Number 3, Christian Pilteri. Number 35, Brandon Pollet. Number 51, Anthony Scarangella. And number 43, Anthony Shushteri. The officials for tonight's game: referee Sean Deedy. Line judge Will Rimillard. Field judge Dom Spina. And back judge Nick Crudale. Please stand and remove your cap for the playing of the national anthem.
I can't drink beer. I'm allergic. I want to die. It's okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Men's A Intramural Flag Football URI versus PC Roadie Rumble game. My name is Matt Wilson. I'll be your play-by-play alongside my good friend
Max Merkel
as our color commentator. Right now, we're going to have our coin toss going on. Let's go over a couple things here, Max, while the coin toss is going on.
Of course.
This is the first time we are doing this, so we are very excited to be here with Providence College, putting on a show for everyone that is here, as I don't know if you can see from where you're sitting at home, but the Teak fan base, which is absolutely popping off tonight, and everyone at home as well. Go and pan it up, Tim. Yeah, the Teak fan base, which is popping off, and everyone at home. And it's a great event, you know, a little fun rivalry between colleges of Rhode Island, because there are only 2 colleges in Rhode Island that actually count, in our humble opinion.
And Brown doesn't. We all know that.
So, as we are getting ready to play, we are going to have a great time. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, actually. We have 4 officials on the field today, one of which is from Providence, 3 from URI. So it's another thing nice that we kind of have some sort of connection between the
you know,
schools.
making sure everyone's involved, even if they are from a rival college. Having everyone here working together, organizing this event is huge for us. So
It's crucial, some might say. So it looks like Teak actually did win the coin toss, and they're going to be waiting to the second half to actually start on
looks
offense.
like PC's team, the Budlers, are going
Part
to be
two.
starting on offense. Yes, Budlers Part 2.
Part 2 is very ominous.
It really poses a question.
What is the Part 1?
What happened to Part 1?
What did?
Where are Part 1?
Where is Part 1 to this day?
Was there
As we get
ever
ready
a
to
Part 1?
start the game. The Budlers getting ready to take the snap, and they take the snap.
And a
Quarterback
quick rush
already
early.
throws
They're
it
gonna
right
dump
there.
It off.
As he is deflagged right there. Quick little pass to number 25.
Luke Sweeney.
And their quarterback, number 3, Greg Assad. You know, Teak won our Intramural Sports Championship in a nail-biter, a 27-26 victory. So they're looking to bring some good competition here today. They're riding on a win, and they're looking to continue that.
And that was such a crucial win for them. And we'll see. Hopefully this game will be
Two-man
close
rush.
and exciting. And
Assad trying to get the ball off. He does. He's able to find the man. Quick little spin move.
Thrown to the ground there, it looked
Thrown
like.
to the ground. That was 25. That was Sweeney again.
And the big collision there with the 43 on Teak. That's Anthony Schusteri.
Now, obviously, I've never seen this team play, but I can already tell there's a special connection between Assad and Sweeney as right away, 2 receptions already.
And, you know, when a quarterback is in a lot of trouble, he normally tries to go to his favorite target there.
Typically, yeah.
And the 25 of Sweeney was just running right under there.
I mean, it just happens to be the snapper, as the snapper is normally forgotten about.
It's kind of a last-ditch effort there to get that ball off. And we'll see a high snap
Assad gets the ball, chucks it. A great throw there. I believe that was number 13, James Messinio. Got a second down situation here. As the Budlers look to drive down the field and score early.
And Teak already applying a lot of pressure, but the Budlers have really shown their flexibility here.
Teak actually with a one-man rush. Assad throws it off on the sideline, finds a man.
Number 12 possibly, Chris Nicholas.
I believe that was Chris Nicholas, yes. It almost seems as if Providence has been spending a little too much time up there north at Foxborough with the Patriots way. Little short chunk plays here.
Working that West Coast offense. Short plays.
Very much so. As they hike it, Assad getting the ball. Only one man rushing.
And he's gonna
chucks
send
it
this
deep.
one.
There are 2 people out there. And the ball is dropped.
Big collision.
It appears
there.
there's a flag on the field already.
As the Teak fan section really showing their disapproval with that flag.
The refs are coming together to speak.
And this looks like this is going to be in the Budlers' favor. We see some Teak players arguing with the refs, which is not commonplace. Or it is, rather.
As the refs are attempting to figure out exactly what is going on.
As they're going to take a minute here to speak amongst themselves. It's very apparent Teak brought the whole roster out today with all 16 players currently present.
Well, you have to in a situation like this.
For this big game against our PC rivals.
Waiting for the call on the field.
But do you think that'll come into play later with their amount of subs as the Budlers look to only have a 7-man roster here?
Illegal participation. 10-yard penalty. That hits Teak pretty hard there.
I wonder how that came to be.
Well, it looked like at the start of the play they had someone trying to run off the field and
Oh.
someone trying to enter the field. So it could have been that. Maybe there were too many people on the field at the same time. Or
We noticed that the 43 of Schusterry is no longer on the field. Could that just been a sub? And they're going to run that same play again with the man wide open, the 23.
it's working for him. If it's not broke,
That's
don't
Mabardi.
fix it. Teak subbing players in and out. Assad running a pretty solid offense right now, honestly. Staying calm underneath all the pressure that is being applied.
Yeah, being able to work in those kind of baby step format. But he's going to take off
Possibly a one-man rush. Gets away. Does not get the first down, unfortunately.
But we have seen a very efficient offense working at all cylinders here. Being able to utilize the short pass game early on.
Really shaving the clock, too.
As we have 5:45 left in the first quarter.
And Teak has yet to touch the ball. Assad waiting for the snap. 2 men out on the left, but no one on the right. Possibly a
And we'll
run
see
to the
what
right,
the
honestly,
course
the
of
way the
action
blocking
is
is
here.
running.
Ball snapped. Rolling out of the pocket.
Gets a
running
man
the
on the
same
right.
play again. We've seen this out route to the right side 3 times.
Three
this
times
drive.
now.
For the Budlers, results in a first down and goal.
Budlers now have a first down and goal situation. Looking to be the first score on the game.
They have consistently marched down the length of this field, doing a great job. Teak doing their best to keep up on defense.
Assad takes a snap, 2-man rush, and he is quickly deflagged.
And that's a sack for Teak there.
That might have been the spark Teak has been looking for.
Looked to be like the 51. It's Anthony Scarangella with that sack.
The Budlers are backed up quite a bit now. That looked to be about a 5-yard sack right there. They have a second down situation, but
And this is the first kind of adversity we've seen against the Budlers here. Is they've had a pretty clean drive so far.
pretty good motion there by 23.
And
As
there's
Assad's going
Assad
to take it himself.
Taking off again, picking up some big yardage.
That flag is still on.
And miraculously, Assad's flag withstood 3 defenders. It looked like they might have gotten a hand on his flags, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And the Budlers will strike first here.
Taking a 6-0 lead over Teak.
And this PC quarterback, Greg Assad, has really shown his double-edged sword-esque QB style here, being able to air the ball out as well as run it.
As he takes the snap, looking for a man on the right. Someone is calling him, but he's just going to throw it in the middle, and there's a man wide open.
And the Budlers will convert here after the 1-point PAT attempt. Score is now 7-0.
Teak takes back over. We have the Budlers up 7-0.
If you're just joining us now, there's actually already only 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and Teak has yet to touch the ball on offense. But we have a 7-0 game with the Budlers Part 2 leading, and Teak now taking over on offense. Now, I'm going to call it early, but I expect to see a lot out of Robles tonight, as he was a favorite in the championship game, constantly finding ways to get open.
And we'll see how that turns out, as this is Teak's first drive. And we'll see how the Budlers fare on defense.
Quarterback takes a snap.
And looks like he's
Taking
just
it out
gonna go.
himself.
Taking a page out of Assad's book there. And getting it on
And that will be number
down
12,
the sideline.
Pilateri.
Zelkers.
Okers. Pilateri's 3, my apologies. Olkers had a great game in the championship game. He's hoping to continue that tonight.
And Teak will set up once more for the second down, still first down attempt.
Olker's forced out of the pocket.
He's
There's a
gonna
nice
dump this
pass
one
there to
off.
44. And
there's
is that the man
Robles.
who I think it is? That is Robles.
Looks like he expected to get a little more than he actually did there. And the Teak fan section showing their approval.
Anthony Robles always finds a way to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he makes something happen. Teak now, the first down, as Olkers looks to take the snap.
They appear to be marching down the field, and at this clip, this could be a closer game than we anticipated. Elker's looking around.
One-man rush.
He
Gets
this
it
one
off. Quickly taken down.
And it looks like a small gain, if not any, there.
I'd give it maybe a yard.
That was to Matt O'Connor, the 52, as you see on your screen here.
With 1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
50 seconds now left in the first quarter. Teak is faced with a second down about midfield here.
Olker's waiting to take the snap. He takes it. One-man rush. Now two.
And a laser.
Finds a man wide open on the right side. That is number 41, Patrick Mullen.
And that was a laser across the field.
Teak is slowly making their way down the field.
15 seconds left here in our first quarter.
Can they get another playoff? And yes, they will.
Elker's scrambling around.
Two-man rush.
He's going to
Pump fake.
Hold on to the ball as he scrambles toward the
for it.
sideline.
It looks like he might have gotten the first, and
he
they're going to
did.
give him the first on that one.
And a spectacular diving play there by our Teak quarterback, Elkers.
When we resume in the second quarter, TKE will start with the ball. First
Well,
down and goal.
if you're just joining us now, that's the end of the first quarter, as we have a 7-0 game with the Budlers Part 2 leading Teak. Honestly, it's been very offensively based tonight. It seems that neither defense has really put up much of a fight to this point.
I don't know. I'd beg to differ. I'd say the Teak defense really had to segment the Budlers' drive. It took a while.
Near
That
the
whole
end zone
drive to be
especially.
completed. It was, more in the red zone where they were able to exploit the defense. But not a lot of long passes.
I'd expect to see a block here and a quick little dig route right here to Robles, honestly, given their field position.
And we'll see what they cook up here. Zelkers, once again, scrambling to the right side.
He's
going
going
to
to take it himself, and he is deflagged.
And that might
maybe
count
at the line of scrimmage.
almost as a sack, it looks like, as that was right on the line.
They're going to move him back.
Big play by Bessanino with the sack.
They do give him the sack.
Brings up second and goal.
That's number 13, Messanino. Messanino, yes. Takes the snap.
Messinio. And
there's
an
Robles.
interception, but Robles
Ogres to Robles.
with a fancy juke move as well, even though he was deflagged
Brings up third down.
before it was needed. Looks like there's some confusion on the PC team here.
Someone is typing Olkers in the chat very happily.
Both of these quarterbacks have already seemed to be very in tune with their teams, working on scrambling and passing to put points on the board as we see Elkers taking the snap again.
Olkers takes the snap.
And he's going to fire this one in the back of the end zone.
Bam! That's to number 41, Mullen.
And that's Patrick Mullen with Teak's first score on the board. Olkers with a rifle to the
Great
back of the end
pass
zone
there to put Teak on the board at 6 points. Excuse me. Teak going for the 1-point conversion here.
This will tie things up if they get it right. Olker's now looking around.
Olker's
He's
just going to run it
scrambling
for
to the
himself.
left.
Put that arm out. And he dives in. He does not get it.
But doesn't get there. And the try is no good.
And the Budlers still lead
The Budlers take over.
by
The
1.
score is 7-6.
And just like that, we have a 7-6 game with 7.5 minutes left in the first half.
And we will see the Teak defensive squadron take the field here. After letting up that first quarter touchdown.
The Budlers take over at their own 14. They have first down to the 20.
And the Budlers are going to take over here.
Budlers looking ready to rumble.
We'll see if Greg Assad can continue to
Assad
work
takes
with
a
his
snap.
team here.
One-man rush, getting to him quick, though. And that is almost intercepted right through his hands. He seems to be very upset with himself.
And that was the 22.
That was number 22.
Cameron Munchback.
Number 22, Cameron Munchback.
Almost
Almost
had
had
it.
it. So close, but went right through him, unfortunately. Good stop, nonetheless, but
Did look like a poorly run route anyway. Defense was all over him.
defense might have jumped a little bit early there.
And Assad looking for help here.
Going deep, nowhere near. Assad
And
overthrows
that was in
by
a different
mile.
area code. As third down. The Budlers not looking as fluent as they were in the first quarter.
Budlers gotta look for the short gain right now. And they only got to gain 6 yards. I don't know why they're chucking it so deep right now.
And that's what made them so effective in that first quarter.
It was the short gains. Part of it too is they were very bunched up those last couple plays, but now they've more men sitting on the sidelines, kind of farther away.
And
As
maybe
two comes back to the backfield.
maybe even fatigue is playing into this, as Teak has swapped off their offensive and defensive squadrons, and this 7-man team of the Budlers has played it all the way through so far.
Quick pressure, quickly deflagged.
And that's not much of a gain there.
I'd give it about a yard or two.
And that was the 13, James Massinio.
As there seems to be some form of confusion here. Are they going to punt it? It looks like possibly.
And someone forgot to pick up their flag. And looks like it's
They
going to be a
are
punt here.
electing the punt. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. They're thinking if they could get Teak away from them, then they might have a better chance of stopping them up until halftime.
And here comes the kick.
Oh, it's a good kick. Good distance.
That's gonna
Teak
be-
grabs it. Good blocking. And he's unfortunately deflagged pretty quickly.
And that was Christian Pilateri
Setting up first down at about 19.
with a pretty shifty kick return.
With 4:30 remaining in the half.
4:30 left in this half, and Teak has the ball. In pretty good field position, I'd say, honestly.
After a decent field return, kick return, I'm sorry, we will see Teak's offensive squadron take the field here.
Seems to be a little bit of a hold up here.
And the Teak team will go over a game plan. As they are set up on the enemy, looks like 44. Olkers takes
Olkers
the
takes the
snap.
snap. He's taking it
scrambling out
himself. He
left.
is running. He's got room. He's got daylight.
And a big pickup on the ground there.
There's about a 15-yard gain on the play. Showing up second down at 20.
Just went out for a second.
A little bit of a malfunction with the scoreboard. Apparently turned off for a second, but we're back. Teak here with a second down opportunity. That was a good run there by their quarterback, Olkers.
Picking up a big chunk of yardage there on the ground.
Looking for the snap. Olkers takes it. He might just take it again on himself.
Fades away right, pump fakes.
He's got a man open on the right, but
So
instead he
dump
just
this
dumps
to
it
the
off.
52.
Easy first down. Goes
that
straight
was
to
Matt
O'Connor.
Brings up first and goal from the 15.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in this first half of play.
If I were Teak in this situation, I'd honestly kind of try to drain the clock a little bit. Score when time's almost expiring. Give him a chance to go down there again.
And I do believe the Budlers will receive the ball at the beginning of the second half.
The Teak actually does. They elected to defer.
I see.
Nice throw
That's
to
close.
Robles. Robles just keeps spinning, doing his little ballerina dance to get even more yards.
And they're going to be in the red zone now.
Brings up second down and goal.
As Teak is just yards away from securing another touchdown as we have our 2-minute warning. Olkers gets the snap.
He's looking around.
He's got pressure quickly.
He's gonna shovel
Dumps it
pass.
off.
And that's O'Connor.
And O'Connor
He's
gets in there for the touchdown as Teak takes the lead 12-7.
Great reaction time there from Olkers. Throw that little shovel pass right to O'Connor.
Budlers 7.
The Teak offense has been looking very good tonight, as well as the Budlers. Honestly, that first drive was very systematic, but they lost it a little bit in the second drive. They are taking the 2-point conversion attempt.
And we'll see what ends up happening here, as this is the first 2-pointer.
They do
that
need to
we've
get
seen
10
tonight.
yards. Olkers takes a snap. He's got a man open on the right. He hucks it to him,
it's
and that
good.
is a perfect throw and a perfect catch. Teak takes the lead 14-7 right before halftime.
As the Budlers take over with 1:52 on the clock in the second half, Teak leads 14-7.
Just under 2 minutes left. Budlers have plenty of time to get down there.
And they need their football. That's a good thing to have in a 7-ounce or flag football game.
You know, Max, I tend to agree with you on that one.
And we'll see the Budlers take over here with 1 minute and 52 seconds left.
Quick rush there by Teak, and that ball's intercepted. He's going towards the end zone, and that was an incredible interception there by number 10, Anthony LaPera.
And the Teak fan section.
And the Teak fan base is going insane. They are just a few yards away again from another touchdown.
Right in the red zone here.
1:46 on the clock. Teak will have the ball first and goal from the 10.
Not only did a minute ago was Teak looking to make the game 12-7, they're now looking to make it 20-7 before halftime.
And that defensive Teak squad came fresh off the bench and immediately went right to work with that interception from LaPera.
Olkers looking to take the snap. One man on the right.
And he's going
Olkers can take it himself. He dumps it off to Robles, and Robles gets his first touchdown of the day.
And the Budlers were looking for the illegal forward pass there. That was right before the line of scrimmage.
He might have gotten it off in time, Max.
Nevertheless, a great play for both Olkers and Robles.
And that makes it a 20-7 game with just a minute 30 left in the first half. You know, Teak didn't touch the ball for most of the first quarter, but when they have the ball in their hands, they are lethal as they've been showing so far.
And Olker is awaiting the snap. And big pressure. He's going to dump this one off to the 35. It loses his
One-hand
flag.
touch, and he
that's
does
no
not
good.
get it.
Score will remain 20 Teak, 7 the Budlers.
With a minute 30 left, we have a 20-7 game. Teak is leading.
And we've seen quite a lot of unwarranted contact coming about as both teams getting much more into this game. Tempers are rising.
As the Budlers take over, Teak leads 20-7. The Budlers have the ball, first hand of the 20 at 14.
And we will see Assad take over with his PC team once more.
Oh, once again, looking for their football. A useful asset in this game.
And Assad will await the snap. And it's
Takes the
actually
snap.
not.
It's not Assad. And that is intercepted? What in the world? Number 51, Anthony Scarangella, intercepted it?
He practically placed that into the hands of Scarangella.
Max, I cannot believe my eyes what I just witnessed.
My question is, why would they switch quarterbacks and have this man step out onto the field?
The ball slipped right out of his hands, right into Anthony Scarangella's hands.
Seems that the Budlers have started to rely on some unorthodox tactics here with the late quarterback switch.
Budlers need to return to their West Coast offense at this point. As Teak, once again, within a matter of 5 seconds, has the ball within the red zone.
And that's 2 back-to-back interceptions for Teak.
The defense from Teak is showing up.
As they're representing the University of Rhode Island very well.
Olkers
on
takes the
field.
snap, almost gets sacked, dumps it off once again. He's got a man, and will he get in there? He does not get in there, just short.
Just shy.
O'Connor with the good catch there
It
and
is
good
going
running.
to be second down, though, with Teak still having another chance to put points on the board here and extend their lead.
Brings up second down and goal.
Teak is very close, within a yard of the end zone.
And it looks like a minute left here.
They've got a minute
first
left.
half.
There have been so many scores in the past minute, quite literally. And we are about to add another, possibly.
Let's see what Olkers decides to do here.
Olkers might take it himself, or he might do a quick little dump off.
Which he has utilized very well this game, using it more than once. We're gonna see the
Olkers
read
takes it
option.
himself. He
And a
dives
dive.
for it,
The
and
ball
they give him
came
the
out.
touchdown.
Olkers in the end zone, first 6.
And a diving play there.
Olkers gets the touchdown as Teak takes a 26-7 lead with 30 seconds left in the first half.
Boy, the Budlers now looking
The extra point attempt will be
grief-stricken
for 1 with 30 seconds remaining in the half. This will be
as
another
they try to
down.
formulate how to bring this game back. And we wait the snap from Olkers. Again, he's going to loft this one and just
Nowhere
over the
near.
head and out
Bit of an
of
interesting
reach.
possible no call there.
A little bit of holding. It looks like there's some chirping going on.
There's definitely some conversation happening on those fields. I can only imagine of not the best variety.
I agree with you there. Good idea, though, with that pass. Tried to float it over to the 13. That's Connor Benbenek.
We are 30 seconds away from half, as Teak has scored 20 points in a matter of 2 minutes. Unprecedented. Max.
And the
Unprecedented,
Budlers-
especially in a game as high intensity as this.
The Budlers take over. Their body language showing not too much enthusiasm.
As Assad takes a snap.
And he's going to sling this one, going back to the short
Good
passes.
little juke there.
And the
Oh, my
cutback,
goodness.
He has space.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Just running
And
in.
he's able to be deflagged there eventually. That was number 25,
Whoa.
Sweeney.
And he throws his flag in disapproval.
As the clock stops for the first down, we have 19 seconds remaining before halftime. As the Budlers are looking to score quickly and get on the board before Teak gets the ball yet again.
And what a great chunk of yardage there from Sweeney last play. Able to utilize so much field space. And
Assad takes a snap. Quick rush, under heavy pressure. And once again, Sweeney with the juke.
And
Sweeney is eventually deflagged, but I do think he got the first down. He did. The clock will stop yet again.
And this Budler team seemed to be getting on track here as 2 consecutive 10-plus yard plays. Last one was more like 8 yards, but a big pickup earlier.
Sweeney is very, very much so
Locked in
evasive.
at the moment. Yes, and evasive. The short crosser to the cutback has proved to be an effective move.
Taking something and taking nothing and making something. Budlers are out of timeouts now with 9 seconds left for the half. As they hike it,
Assad looking around.
Assad looking for
Under
something.
heavy pressure.
Chucks it up.
And it's going to be caught. Whoa. We're going to see a big pull here.
There will be a flag
gonna
on the
throw the
play.
football
And
at
they
him.
threw the football at him.
And we're going to see
We are seeing some major disapproval amongst both teams.
things are indeed getting a little chippy here as the clock winds down. And we're hearing a lot more chirping from that Teak fan section.
As I assume this will lead to an untimed down.
And there's an obvious flag on this play. Definitely some sportsmanlike conduct going on here.
As the referees are talking with each other. Could have been honestly an unsportsmanlike on both sides of the ball.
I can get behind that.
Especially considering the football was thrown at him as soon as he got up. Referees are taking their time to make sure they get the right call. Ten-yard penalty. They are going to give the 10-yard penalty to the Budlers. The Budlers. Two seconds remaining.
In this first half of play here. And a long one it's been at that.
As Assad is looking to get on the board right before halftime,
And
we have a
jumping the
player
gun.
jump.
That's the number 40.
Teak
Liam
is just
Caldecott.
Teak is just bringing them closer and closer to the end zone right before half.
Basically walking this football down the field right now. As they are now 20 yards out, if not less.
Budlers looking for the snap. A little bit of confusion amongst the team. Assad takes the snap, quickly
Under heavy
pressured,
pressure. He's gonna launch
and he
this
lofts
one.
it, and that is dropped out of bounds. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our half, with Teak leading 26-7 over the Budlers, Part 2. And we will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had a nice little rest there as we regained our strength for this game. Second half begins. Teak ball, 26-7.
And if you guys do recall, things were getting a little chippy last time. Flags were thrown, and we'll see how this game continues.
Olkers takes the snap. Two-man rush.
He's gonna air
Chucks
this
it
one
deep
out.
right away.
Whoa, PI.
Good flag. That man was not even looking at the ball or going for the ball. Oh, a little bit of a conversation
Still
there
have
when he stood
words
up.
to say. And
The
we have
Teak sideline
You
fan
can't
base
do that
making a
chance.
very chipper chant among us. Anyways,
and definitely pass interference there.
no.
And Teak will remain with possession here. Still first down.
Not enough.
Volkner ready to take the snap here.
Takes a snap. Olkers with the pump fake. Another pump fake. Third one? Nope, he rocketed it. And it is incomplete.
Looking for the 13 of Benek there. Could not connect.
Teak put out a good showing here for us URI students.
Can't say the same. Bad day to be a PC fan.
It's always a bad day to be a PC fan,
That is
Max.
Very true. Very true.
As they get ready to take the snap.
One blocker, 3 receivers.
Olkers, 2 rushing, and
Oh,
Robles drops it.
right out of the fingertips of the 44 of Robles.
I've been thinking about that. If you know what I mean.
Third down now for Teak. Looking like they're taking a moment to plan out their next course of action.
One man on the left. Light coverage there. He could be open. Little corner route. Olker's looking for a man. Gets it open in the middle of the field.
Across the
And
middle,
he gets it.
breaks
His
free.
flag is still on. His flag is still on. And they finally deflag him there. Way down the field.
Big gain there for the 41. And that's Patrick Mullen once again.
For a big gain, resulting in a first down to the 20.
And Mullen has revealed himself to be one of Volkner's top targets here this evening.
Quite different than the last championship game. The ball was going to Robles quite frequently, but only about 2 or 3 targets at this point.
He has been very quiet so far as we see the ball get snapped to Volkner. Looking around.
Speak of the devil, there he is right there, and he goes down.
And a
There is a
flag.
flag on the play.
Indications are illegal contact against the defense.
And some more words being shared from the 23
There are quite a few words being
Of
shared in this
Lombardi.
game at this point.
and Robles.
I can only imagine they're talking about the newest update on Among Us, but that's probably not the truth.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. As the flag brings Teak even closer to the end zone, within the 10-yard line.
After the penalty, will set up a first down and goal from the 8.
8 yards to go.
And 8 yards left for Olkner now. He's shown no problem working
Olker
in the
takes
red
a
zone.
snap. He's got a man on the right.
Pump fake.
He's ignoring the man on the right, wide open. Rifles it to the middle and right through the arms of his wide receiver. Absolutely heartbreaking. That was number 14.
Justin Hallis was the target. Fortunately, slipped right through his hands.
As we wait for Teak to handle their business.
Devise a plan here for this red zone business, which they have handled fairly well in the past here.
I'd argue extremely well, actually, to this point, Max, as they were living in the red zone for the last 2 minutes of the first half, scoring 3 touchdowns in that span.
And a second down try here.
Olkers takes the snap. He's got a man on the right. He rifles it down. Quick throw. Little spin action there.
And that was to the number 3, Christian Pilateri, and it was the number 2
Aiden
on
Lee.
the Budlers, Aiden Lee, with the D flag.
D-flag. Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. As Teak has a third down. Goal to gain.
Third down try.
Olkers takes it. He's going to run it himself, maybe. And that is swatted. Good play there. By number
Chris Nicholas.
Chris Nicholas, number 12. Embodying his best J.J. Watt impression.
Looking like Matt Judon.
To each their own, Max. To each their own.
That is very true.
Fourth down situation.
Obviously
I would
gonna
assume
go
they're
for
not
it.
punting.
Pin him back deep. And we'll see the fourth down try here. Olkner is going to
He's got 41 on the right, and 41 drops it. Went right through Mullins' hands. Is this the turning point that the Budlers have been looking for? This is the first time Teak has been stopped in the red zone.
And if Teak's defense plays their cards right, we're looking at a safety and 2 extra points for them. We've seen how effective they can be on defense to this point so far with their 2 interceptions. One I wouldn't even call a traditional interception. It was more of a handoff.
Yes. That was quite literally just a handing him the Thanksgiving turkey.
And he just took off. And here we'll see the Budlers attempt to get
Assad
out
takes
of
the
their
ball.
own zone.
Quickly deflagged. Where is his flags in general? Oh, they're in his hands. There they are.
It's only a gain of about a yard.
Gets about a yard gain. That's a second down to the 20.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. This game has definitely lingered on longer than the others we've seen tonight. The Budlers still looking to get some points on the board after their first quarter touchdown. They have yet to do anything.
Just about 2 minutes left here. Third quarter. Snap. One-man rush.
Assad.
The ball is
Screen.
in the end zone, and he is deflagged just
Whoa.
outside the end
And
zone.
we're going to see some big contact there. And that was the 0. Nick Mazzucchelli seemed to be challenging the Budlers player. Looked for the call immediately after being deflagged.
And they're going to spot them at about the 1 yard line, it looks like.
And tempers are once again
2.
flaring between these two teams.
Brings a third down to the 20.
And a third down try now for the Budlers. Still trying to get out of their own end zone.
Third down here. Olker's looking for the ball. They got to get something happening.
It's a
One-man
stop.
rush. Quickly in there, and there's some serious contact there with the quarterback. No flag in the backfield. Fourth down situation. They're not punting it. They're going for it. Almost deflagged in the end zone. Man wide open. Teak almost gets there, and he is not deflagged, but he goes
for
out
a
of
tackle.
bounds.
To number 3, Greg Assad, for a first down. 40-yard line to gain.
And a lot of,
There's quite a few conversations going on there.
after a tackle attempt by one of the Teak players. And they will quickly get back at it here after the quarterback switch.
Quarterback's probably going to scramble. He takes it. Can he be deflagged? And he is.
Right on the sideline there. A good,
Quarterback runs out of bounds.
cozy little pickup.
Enough for a first down.
And indeed enough for the first down. And again,
Quick snap
the
to
Budlers
Assad.
working quickly here. Under pressure.
Throws it deep.
Just out of his
Unfortunately,
reach.
nothing there.
His target was number 2, Aiden Lee.
Third quarter.
And
Third
ladies
quarter
and gentlemen,
quickly ends.
Heat 26. The Budlers Part 2, 7.
It does appear to be true that James Messinio is now their quarterback. As we enter the fourth quarter with a 26-7 game. And we do recognize a mercy rule in this game. So, at this point, we are at the limit. The mercy rule, for those of you watching at home that are unaware, is when a team is up by 19 points within 2 minutes of the game.
in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
And Messinio is going to
That
take
was
a
tipped.
bomb.
And that they both come down with it. And they're going to give it to Teak. They're going to give it to Teak, but that is a
And that was the number 43, Anthony Schusteri.
waiting to see a flag on the field. That is some clear unsportsmanlike conduct.
Definitely some illegal contact there. They're going to be talking to the ref, and the flag is
And
going to
there's
fly.
the flag.
And Teak's fans
The Teak
prematurely
fan base
singing.
is losing their minds as the fourth quarter just started.
Calls on sportsmanlike conduct against the Budlers.
Against the Budlers.
Against the Budlers. Interesting.
We're going to see an unsportsmanlike call against the white team here. And Teak's offensive unit will once again take the field.
Bit of an interesting unsportsmanlike conduct there, admittedly, as we saw the entire Teak team run away screaming. But, obviously, the referee saw something that we did not up here in the booth.
Maybe words were exchanged between the player and the ref, and that
I'd
one
be
is gonna
willing to bet on that
tipped,
one.
And the ball will.
Olkers throws the ball incomplete. He was looking for Robles, but unfortunately was far behind him. Quick shout out to Zach Rutherford, holding down the line with the down marker down there, doing an absolutely fantastic job over here at Intramural Sports.
And second
Quick
down
hike by
try.
Okers, throws a short route to
Robles.
Robles
Whoa.
takes out his own teammate.
Pass to Robles, who falls at the 29. Takes out his own teammate in the process.
Remember when we were kids when they would say same team all the time? I would have mentioned that to them in that moment.
Maybe just a little unaware of his teammates' presence. as he
They were essentially running the same route, very close proximity, which is never a good
like
combination.
mirroring each other. And we're going to see the snap now. for
Olkers takes it. Quick throw there to
Wide
41.
open.
And that'll be once again Mullen. If you're playing fantasy tonight with PPR, Nick Mullen is a great addition to your team. I'm unaware who Dan Mullen is, so what do you do?
First down now
Anyways,
for Teak, as our boss makes fun of our
now that my boss is
co-commenter
done
here.
verbally berating me for not following college football,
Olkers is going to air this one out.
that is up in the air and nothing comes out of it.
Almost looked like Nicholas. I'm sorry, Messinio had a chance at picking that off.
Lots of words down there. I can only assume how
None
they're
of
talking about
them
how
good.
excited they are for Thanksgiving break.
how much turkey they're going to eat.
Turkey and other assorted Thanksgiving foods, depending on how you celebrate.
Of course.
I myself will be having a brisket.
That sounds charming.
It's very charming.
That sounds absolutely charming. And the snap once again.
Snap goes. Olker's throwing it.
Getting flushed out wide.
Quick little lofter there to Olkers.
And he's going to find a man, but Massinio, quick to pull the flag off.
That looks like it could have been Piliteri. It is
Number
Piliteri
3.
that caught that. It is still a 26-7 game. As the Budlers have just not found an answer.
Haven't exactly found their groove yet. They looked like they fell into one earlier on in the first quarter, but have been thrown off their game from maybe these 2 Teak interceptions that we've seen. As Olkers takes the snap
Olkers
once
takes
more.
it, rifles it to Robles.
And a little sidearm
And there was
action.
no even attempt for a flag there. That was a clear just going for the tackle.
And that was short of the line here. Second down, very close to the goal line, in fact.
And unfortunately, there's the first Joe Buck comment in the comments tonight. I was hoping I would make it through 3 games without it, but here we are.
Joe Buck does indeed like a nice brisket.
That has ruined my night, admittedly. Thank you, the CS noob, for draining me of all life left within me.
As our game winds down to its final minutes with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left.
What is going
Olkers
on?
gonna take the
Olkers
snap.
throws it. Who has it?
And it's going to be a touchdown for Teak, and that
That is a
might do it.
touchdown. To O'Connor. With 4.5 minutes left in this game, realistically, there's not much of a chance that the Boulders have. The Budlers have. That makes a 32-7 game with 4 minutes left. They're going for 3. They are really looking to rub salt in the wound tonight. There have been many words exchanged, and they are looking to continue that. I think so. Teak going for 3. Really trying to show the Budlers that they are in here to win. Throws it up to Robles.
No.
Nothing.
Did indeed get a hand on it, but quickly bounced away. In double coverage as well.
We have a minute and a half until this game is over. Admittedly, the Budlers need to score 7 points to keep this game from being canceled within the next minute. Can they do it? Unlikely. But we shall watch and wait.
And airing it out.
Chucks it deep.
This is going to be picked off.
And it is not picked off. It is almost caught, too.
Almost caught. Bounced off the hands.
It appears one of them is gesturing scoreboard. Multiple of them are.
As this game winds down to its final minutes here.
This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. There is physically no way
The Budlers
that the
may
Budlers
have
can make
one
it back
more
from
play
this before we pack it up for the
to
night.
prove their worth here. Assad drops deep back
Assad
in the
takes
pocket,
it.
and he's
Assad
just going to
sends it.
air
What a tight
out.
spiral. And unfortunately, he goes down with nothing. They call a timeout, possibly. Did they call a timeout?
That's the game.
As that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have Teak taking home the first ever men's A Roadie Rumble versus PC. And URI going 3-1 on the night, proving yet again that we are far superior than PC. As we wait to hear who won MVP. What's your bet, Max? I'm thinking Olkers.
I was thinking the same thing. He's had many connections, was able to work the ball in the air and on the ground all game long. That's my best bet.
As we wait in anticipation.
Congratulations to tonight's champion, Teak, winning 32-7 with 1 rushing touchdown and 4 passing touchdowns.
And there it is.
MVP, number 12, Kenneth Oakers.
Well deserved there by Olkers. As the Teak fan section is going absolutely insane. Oh, you cannot see it. My apologies. There they are. Wins regionals, DCS noob. I have no idea.
Congratulations to our winners, Locos Internationales, Short Guy Army, the Reptilians, and Teak.
URI reigning supreme over PC. As we had a great time. Did you have a great time today, Max?
I had a fantastic time. I enjoyed myself. Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Same. Honestly, I would love to do this again sometime.
Of course, absolutely.
And I think we will, actually, statistically speaking.
Most likely, we will be back in this booth again. This is not the last time you heard of Joe Buck.
Oh, man. And he had to say it. We were having such a good time until you dropped the JB on me. But here we are. Well, everyone in the chat, everyone in the stream, everyone at home watching, everyone that was here watching, thank you. And tonight, Teak is your champion. And we will see you next time. But for now,